Good afternoon from Your Best Car in Kent. My name is Ben. I'm from one of our two UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews from our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer the two most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes, and yes, we will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low Apr Finance Rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers to that calculator, adjust the filters down below, find something that works for you, and then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our BMW 320d Luxury, presented in mineral grey, in my opinion the most popular colourway, in a metallic finish. Our model has the absolute Goldilocks of BMW engines, the 2-litre diesel producing 184 brake horsepower, capable of achieving up to 68.9 miles per gallon. And there's just so much to get excited about with this 3 Series. Not only are you getting an engine with the perfect blend of performance and economy returns, but there's a long list of upgrades too. The touring or the estate body shapes have been extremely popular over the years, especially at Your Best Car. And for most families, the touring is, well, all the car they can ever use or want due to its practicality and large boot, which of course I'll show you in just a second. But onto the specification. To complement the bodywork, the car has rear privacy glass, so you can see there's a slight tint to the windows from the B pillar backwards. There's black roof rails, chrome window surrounds, and then down here the 18-inch multi-spoke alloy wheels. But then whilst we're on the front, part of the visibility pack gives you the bi-xenon headlights on the front with high beam assist. So let's have a look at the interior. We've got a full leather interior all around. These are the black Dakota leather seats. The front seats are actually the sport seats, part of the luxury level of trim. So you've got manual adjustment like normal, but then you've got an extendable leg cushion, additional thigh elevation, and lumbar support as well. These front 2 seats can also be heated. That's found within the dual zone climate controls in the middle. And then you'll also find this shiny wooden trim on the middle console, the dashboard, and parts of the inner door panels too. The driver then has a leather-wrapped multi-function steering wheel. You've got paddle shifters for switching it into your manual modes. This is a semi-automatic gearbox. You've then got your cruise control and speed limiter on the left-hand side, and then your multimedia, hands-free and voice control buttons on the right-hand side. And then another big upgrade is the professional multimedia navigation system in the center console, also known as ProNav. The ProNav gives you a wider screen as opposed to the original 6-inch display. You also get 3D maps and traffic alerts too. So I think let's have a hop inside and run through some of these features. We've got keyless start, which is found just down here. Oops. Let's shut the door. There we go. So let's go on to the main menu. I've included photos of the options we have on here in the advert photos, of course, but let's have a run through. Starting from the top, multimedia. So we can connect up via Bluetooth, via USB, via aux to play our own music. We can find this on the external devices section. Then once we're connected, we'll of course see our multimedia on the screen. You can then adjust the sound settings on here. And you've also got a CD player as well. Next you've got radio, so FM, AM and DAB radio. And then down below is telephone, so this is an extension of your Bluetooth. This is your hands-free section. You'll have your contacts stored in here. You can make calls and take calls all from the in-car entertainment system. You can use the buttons on the steering wheel too to help you out with your hands-free. Of course your voice control too. And then down below is your navigation. So your first menu will be your destination input. You can see your recent destinations and your favorites. You can save things in your address book, and then onto maps. Of course, a big perk of the slightly wider screen on the Pro Nav is that it takes up a little bit more room. You can see more on the camera, on the display, I should say. And if we zoom in and tab over to the left-hand side, we can see here on additional information, we've got our perspective 3D view, our weather view, and also our traffic information, part of our Pro Nav. Down below you've got your contacts which you can save, your connected online drive, vehicle information and settings. Here you'll just find some general vehicle settings with the car. A really important part is the vehicle status. So here you'll find your tire pressure monitoring system, your engine oil level, any service requirements, and if there's any issues with the car. So if you click on check control, this will always show you if there's any faults. Of course there are none in this car. And then onto service requirements. This will show you when any of these are due, so your brake fluid, your brake pads, your engine oil. Engine oil is not due, and then you can also see your service history at the top as well. If you put the gear into reverse, we'll see our reversing sensors. You've actually got front sensors too. This is in a radar proximity style. Of course, we can see the rear as we are close to the photo wall. Let's put the back into park. Then down below, as BMW do really well, their climate control. So as I briefly mentioned before, it's a dual zone climate control. You can have separate temperatures for the left and right hand side, and then your seat heating for the left and right are here as well. Then down below, again, really neat and handsome center console. Here are your multimedia controls. Here's your gear stick, and then you've got your driver select mode. So Eco Pro, this is what helps you achieve those high miles per gallon, perfect for the motorway driving. And then of course you've got your sporty mode too. Down below, under here, are a couple of cup holders. I've left your lock and wheel nut down here as well, just for your convenience upon handover, but there is a designated spot in the boot. Under the armrest, some more storage, and then your USB and aux input. So that's it for the front cabin. Let's have a look at the rest of the car now. Of course, back here we've got the exact same seat upholstery, the black Dakota leather seats. These seats can be folded down. If you just take a step back, this is what I mean by its practicality. There's so much room in the back of the estate shapes, plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room. You've got air vents as well for the rear. Now let's hop onto the boot space. So here's the rear of the car. The privacy glass extends all the way back. We've got a power tailgate, so that button can be pressed once and it will open up for us. You've got a parcel shelf as well, which can be taken out. There's an additional netting here, so perhaps if you have a dog, you can use this, and then your usual shelf can be clipped into place like so. You may have already seen from the photos these additional rubber protective mats. We'll be including this with the car. Of course, it's completely up to you what you do with it. These are genuine designed for BMW. As you can see, it's cut out perfectly. But underneath, of course, is the usual floor lining. So up to you what you do with them. You've got these for the front passenger, well, all the passengers and the driver too. And of course, they serve their purpose by protecting the floors and the lower parts too. So underneath here, if we just pull this bit up, again, you might have seen this from the photos, some additional storage, and this is where your lock and wheel nut would normally be stored. We can close the boot again, like so. And then one of my favourite parts of the touring shapes is that you can click and open this section here. And then of course, when this parcel shelf is clipped into place, you'll have that additional privacy. Then the practicality doesn't stop there, so you can fold down these seats. You've got plenty of permutations. Let's start with the ski load, or the one I'd use for my golf clubs. So let's fold down the middle one first. You can still have two passengers in the back, but then slide through the golf clubs, or the ski load, as it's officially called. But then you can collapse the rear seats in a 60-40 split. folding down flat, giving you all that extra space should you need it. And of course you can do the exact same on the other side. So if you're interested in buying the BMW 320d, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages, so if either of those options apply to you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on iMessage or the Meta platforms, so Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp. So if you have any questions or queries about our cars, or you might have some details of your part exchange to send to us, then please feel free to message us on those platforms instead, if it's a little bit more convenient for you. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.